About Alpine and Gucci. What a sponsor to have. That is the best sponsor you could get on the grid. 100%. Oh, whoa. You got a wasp behind you.
Hey, I'm allergic. Get away from me.
Piastri, the wasp, baby. Piastri, the wasp.
Valtteri Bottas has been stung by Cadillac. Hey, mate, he could be out of his seat.
Kiki.
Rah, sweat. Hey.
And welcome back to the Break Late Talk Fast podcast, where today we have news. Alpine and Gucci, they are entering the sport. And Piastri the wasp. What?
What the hell?
What? Let's get straight into it. Let's talk about Alpine and Gucci. What a sponsor to have. That is the best sponsor you could get on the grid. 100%.
Mate, their car's going to be a fake copy from Thailand. Mate, just like the normal Gucci's you see flying around those girls out on a Saturday night. That shit's straight from Thailand, straight from Vietnam. It's a cheap copies, man. It's not the real stuff.
Mate, they spent 150 million, reportedly, on this deal. Far out. That is crazy money.
That's a massive deal. And it's not just to be as a basic sponsor. It's their title sponsor. So the team inevitably is going to be called Gucci Racing Alpine F1 Team. That does not roll off the tongue nicely at all.
Whoa. Say that one more time.
Gucci Racing Alpine F1 Team.
Nah, that does not sound right at all.
It's so wrong. I think eventually it's just going to be Gucci Racing and Alpine is going to be dropped. But for the meantime, it does not sound good at all.
Wait, so you said Alpine might be exiting the sport?
Potentially. They might be looking to get away from the sport or eventually build up their team to sell it off in whole. Maybe Gucci want that. Maybe someone else that wants to invest in the team and buy it, some Saudi millionaire or something. But from what's been rumored is that Flavio just wants to build up that team, get some good sponsors in, get some money behind it, maybe get higher up in the table, and then eventually sell it off, make some money.
Yeah, if they invest this money wisely, I think this could be a big benefit to Alpine in entering the top 4 competition, because they're already waving around. They're already maybe a top 5 team at the moment.
They're 5th best team. Like they've been getting top 10 every race weekend basically. Colapinto looks really good this season. Pierre Gasly is good again. I actually like this Gucci times Alpine. Like, yeah, imagine trying to buy the Alpine merch now. It's like, hey, bro, how much for that Alpine time Gucci hat? Can I get one of those? They're like, yeah, just a cheeky little $2,000.
Oh no!
For a hat.
Oh.
That would not surprise me. I cannot wait for the Melbourne Grand Prix next year to be going to the merch stand and like, oh, what should I buy? I wander across to the Gucci Racing Alpine F1 team.
No. It's gonna be a
Got to take a loan out to buy some merch.
Their fans are going to be broke, bro.
I got to sell the kids, sell the wife, put on the mortgage.
But hey, to be fair, they're going to have the coldest merch, I reckon. Gucci sometimes does some crazy shit, and I reckon if they whip something up that looks pretty good with Alpine, they could have coloured merch. It could
be pretty nice. I got to say, like, Gucci entering F1 actually makes a lot of sense. Luxury brands for a luxury sport, like cars F1 is the pinnacle of luxury in sports. Like those sponsorships to get the money behind each team, just the cars, the way they look in general, screams money, and so does Gucci. So this collaboration, this title sponsor, I actually love it. I think it's really good for the sport, Gucci coming in.
100%. Like, we've seen, like, Rolex, we've had Louis Vuitton, now we got Gucci coming in, we got all those high rollers coming in, which I think is just, it fits perfect with the brand image. So I like it a lot, just not the name. The name just is not rolling off any good, man.
It's not. I really hope they just leave it as Gucci Racing, because Gucci Racing is cool, and they've made a little logo with the Gucci and just the racing underneath in gold and black. Chef's kiss, mate. I can't wait for that livery. That livery is going to be fire as hell. But you know what's going to be even better? Mate, Colapinto and Pierre Gasly rocking up in their full Gucci tracksuit, Gucci hat, looking like Moe isn't going to worry.
No, that is going to be drippy. They're going to be more drippy than Lewis Hamilton, baby. They are going to be rocking it. They're going to be rocking it.
The fashion is going to be next level.
Whoa,
But-
whoa. You got a wasp behind you.
Hey, I'm allergic. Get that away from me.
Piastri the wasp, baby. Piastri the wasp. What is going on here? This news is so weird.
This is the highlight of my F1 season so far. This is my favorite thing to happen in the last couple of years. So Oscar Piastri has recently been honored by researchers who have named a wasp after him. A research article on the new flat wasp species found in Burmese amber in northern Myanmar shared details of a recent discovery of an ancient wasp species, naming it Guesped Piastri. And from what's been said, mate, Piastri is buzzing about this.
Oh, hey, I see what you did there.
See, shit, Joe.
But how odd, Piastri getting a wasp named after him. Why Piastri?
Well, what would you rather have? A WDC or a wasp name after you? I think I know what I want, and it's not the championship.
Piastri the wasp. I need to get around this. I want to see a wasp on his helmet now. Got to have those stickers.
That would be fire. Adding a wasp onto that helmet would look sick because it already goes with his sort of yellowy black type thing. But they said they gave it to him for his achievements in Formula One and because of the color of the amber piece recalled to the first author, the iconic McLaren orange. Whatever the fuck that means, but hey, that's what the article said.
Hey, that's so good. Shout out Piastri the wasp. I reckon we should get him on the podcast and see what he's buzzing around.
I heard he's having a stinger.
He's having a stinger, but
these jokes need to stop.
They do, but someone not doing so well. Valtteri Bottas.
Valtteri Bottas has been stung by Cadillac, and mate, he could be out of his seat. Like he might not be in F1 by the end of the season.
No, this can't be. This can't be. The Aussie.
They're the honorary Aussie, but honestly, you can't. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this in the slightest. Coming into the season with the Perez and Bottas lineup, I'm like, yeah, cool. A little throwback to a few years ago when they were good. I'd rather have Perez than Bottas. Like, two number 2 drivers. And I think Bottas, honestly, from memory, in his last couple of seasons with Sauber, not good. Didn't score a single point in his last season of Formula One. And the year before that, struggled yet again to score points. And he just doesn't have the pace anymore. Yeah, he can give you a lot of information and feedback, but he doesn't have that fight in him that he once had when he was at Mercedes.
Oh, it's going to be sad to see, but yeah, agreed. He has no pace left in him. I think he's completely done. But the question is Colton good enough to replace Bottas?
I don't know. This is an interesting one. So they want to replace him with Colton Herta, who doesn't have his super license yet. So I don't know how that's going to work because there were talks about him possibly being moved out of the team after Monaco. But the only man they want on that seat at the moment is Colton Herta, who in F2 I think is just somewhere in the midfield. So if he's not even doing that well in F2, why are you going to give him that jump to Formula One?
No, exactly. I don't know how he's going to go, to be honest. I think they're only going, obviously, because he's American, right? So I just don't see what's good in him either. Like, yes, he's probably the best American, but Jesus, I just don't think this is going to end well at all, to be honest.
No, I called this. This is my driver lineup for next year, Perez and Herta, and I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. They've been saying by the end of the year, Bottas is going to be out of the Cadillac seat and Colton Herta will be in it as soon as he gets those super license points. He'll be in that seat. So watch out. It's not going to be after Monaco. Definitely still be in there. But they want to make changes because they want someone that can actually develop the car and actually push the car because Bottas is not doing that.
Yeah, and he will not do that. He's too far gone, unfortunately, and we'll see him depart the sport, I reckon, in the next 2 to 3 races.
It's sad. It's sad because everyone loved having him back, right? But since he's been back, he's been beaten every single time by Perez when they've both finished a race. And it's either second last or last. Like, it's not good. Doesn't look good. Hang up the gloves. Get out of the cockpit. Come to supercars, bro. Come to supercars, mate.
Hey, there's a spot open. Come this way, bro. I want to see you around Bathurst.
The mountain is calling. Mount Panorama, mate. It wants the honorary Aussie. And what's that Mully flying around?
But who else might be flying back into F1? Wait, Mr. Horny Horner. Mr. Horny Horner might be flying back into F1, making his way to BYD.
Mate, he's got himself stuck in a sea lion, and he's aiming for a comeback to Formula One with the one and only Build Your Dreams, mate. Build your fucking dreams. My favorite car company name of all time.
Hey, Christian Horner will be building that F1 team to the top. I reckon. I don't like BYD, but I see him potentially making this team somehow a top team, and it's going to be crazy.
Well, he could do it. Honestly, they have the money. They're the world's best-selling EV brand, I'm pretty sure, at the moment.
Yep, 100%.
They're absolutely killing it. Like, they overtook Tesla. Tesla are struggling at the moment. And according to F1, they want to have a Chinese team because the popularity of the sport's growing in there. Why not get the biggest Chinese brand in? It'd be cool seeing BYD in the sport. However, I don't know how they're going to go if this isn't staying with these electric hybrid 50-50 engines.
Yeah, it depends if they do supply their own engine or they decide to go down the route of either getting like a Ferrari engine or, a Red Bull or whatever they go, So I think they have to outsource and just try to build their car, and that's it. I just don't think they should be sourcing their engine from inside BYD.
Look, maybe they can, because this sport, they have been saying, is going back to V8s or whatever. They said that. And starting next season, it's going to be a 60-40 split, so it's not 50-50 anymore. So it's interesting. But yeah, Horner, he's even met with the BYD executive, Stella Lee, in Cairns, discussing everything around the FIA and Formula One leadership and how to get involved in the sport. So this is huge. A 12th team on the grid. BYD, led by Christian Horner. Mate, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be chaos if they do enter the grid.
Wait, this is going to be crazy. I want to know what type of contract Christian Horner is going to be getting, though, because he's going to be making a shit ton of money. And I bet you most of the team principals are not going to be happy that he's back.
So you know what? Actually, he's going to bring back so much more vibes to the sport, because he's going to bring back that competitiveness that no one has anymore. No 100%. One wants to fight each other. No one's petty enough to change your fucking car. We need someone pulling out receipts. As long as it's not Christian Horner's DMs receipts being let out again, mate, get him back in the sport. I miss Christian Horner.
Oi, get him back in. But you want to know someone who is changing their car? Red Bull. Red Bull have slowly changed their car, and Max Verstappen has finished on the podium in Canada, and he seems to be a bit more happy and not as depressed.
He has, and with the news of the 60-40 hybrid split coming next season, he actually might be staying in the sport.
Oh, now that's news we want to hear, because without Max Verstappen, F1 is not F1.
No, we've said this many of times on the podcast since this new reg and new season has started. We need Max. We need him to stay. He's such a big name for the sport. And he said after the Canadian Grand Prix that the minimum they need to do is this 60-40 split, and then develop more on top of that. Maybe head back to V8s and everything to keep him interested, which now he is saying, you know what, he's kind of happy with the direction they're now pivoting to, which is good to hear.
And now with these new V8s, would this benefit certain drivers and certain teams? And if so, will Max Verstappen be one of them?
Look, I think the teams that have come out good this year because of the Mercedes engines are not going to be as good, because they are so good with the hybrid powers, where you've got Ferrari, who are normally very good with the V8s, and I think Red Bull and that Ford powertrain, if they're making a V8, because let's be honest, Ford is not known for these hybrid vehicles. When you're thinking Mustangs, you're thinking pickup trucks. Ford is doing the opposite of electric vehicles. They're letting all the fumes out, all the emissions. The ozone layer doesn't exist when Ford's around. So I think that they could develop a much stronger car, a much stronger engine than what they have this year.
So we might see Max being really happy and potentially getting another World Drivers' Championship. Now that would make me happy.
It would make a lot of people happy. And as long as he stays in the sport, and he needs to stay at Red Bull. Max Verstappen is Red Bull.
He needs to. He cannot move. He cannot move at all. I can't see him anywhere else.
No. But a man that there was talks about he was not going to be racing for anyone at all. Lewis Hamilton put to bed the retirement rumours in the press conference at the Canadian Grand Prix. Says he still has plenty left in the tank. He still has that hunger, and he wants to see out his Ferrari contract.
Hey, after that Canadian race, stay in the sport, man. That was beautiful. I love seeing Lewis Hamilton at his best, and he was at his best at Canada, and I want to see that continue, man, because I love Lewis Hamilton when he's fighting at the top. He's just such a good driver to watch. I love it.
Yeah, you can just see the difference in skill levels when he's battling, and he has a car that's actually able to keep up with the rest. It's insane. He's overtaking, his IQ, everything is better than every other driver on the grid. The only person that can match him is Max Verstappen, and the only person that seems to be overtaking him is Oscar Piastri. Every time he sees Lewis Hamilton in front of him, it's like, I'm going to do overtake of the year.
No, that is funny. But that's a man that would definitely pay off from having a V8 engine. I reckon Lewis Hamilton, in that Ferrari, if he had a V8 engine, would be insane. Insane.
Yeah, honestly, keep these size cars, because they're a bit smaller. I actually kind of like these cars, the length and width of them, and just whack a V8 in them, and I think, mate, this season could be a lot better. But anyway, that'll be a little bit down the track. But it is time. We got Monaco coming up, the world's most prestigious and boring race of all time. My prediction is I'm asleep by lap 5.
I might be sleepy on the warm-up lap, to be honest, because I know whoever qualifies first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc., they're pretty much going to finish in that order unless you crash and DNF.
But that's the thing. Qualifying is the best of the year. If you are watching the Grand Prix this weekend, you cannot miss qualifying. It is the best qualifying session of the entire F1 calendar because it matters the most. Wherever you're qualifying, that is where you're finishing the race. So, who have you got for your Monaco predictions? Who's on your podium?
It is a tough one. It is a tough one. I see the Mercs being up there. I see the Ferraris being up there. I'm not too sure about the McLarens, but they will definitely be floating around. So, in third position, I have George Russell in third position. In second, I have Charles Leclerc. And in first, I see Kimi Antonelli continuing his run of decent qualies and winning the Grand Prix.
Very nice. Kimi, 5 in a row. There's nothing stopping this guy unless the car stops, just like a different George Russell. But from what I've heard, actually, for the upcoming race in Monaco, there is no activation zones for the front and rear wings to open up. So the teams that are going to be hurting the most, Ferrari. Now, I originally was going to think, mate, Hamilton after this Canadian Grand Prix on fire. But after hearing this, I'm not too sure. So in third place, I've got Leclerc on the third step of the podium. Antonelli in second, and George Russell is going to, mate, bounce back. He deserves a race win after what happened in Canada. I want to see him on the top step.
He won't be throwing his toys out of his car this time, hey?
No, he needs to cut that lead down, and what better place to do it than win in Monaco. I feel like when you win in Monaco, the momentum just shifts in your favor. Like, it's just
100%.
such a nice race to win, no matter how boring the race is. Just that feeling of winning in Monaco has got to be so good.
Nah, it's so prestigious. All the greats have won in Monaco. Senna with, I think he was like got the most wins in Monaco. I'm pretty sure, but
Probably, yeah.
yeah. Some of the greats at Monaco winning. Charles finally winning his home Grand Prix. Was it last year or the year before?
Year before.
Year
That was a
before.
beautiful, beautiful
Oh,
scene.
So we do see some good races, but not many overtakes and action.
No, unfortunately not. But that wraps up this week's episode. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Break Late Talk Fast Podcast for daily clips, memes, and F1 news. And make sure you are subscribed to us on Spotify and YouTube for weekly episodes every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Catch us after the checker flag.
Peace.